Here I come, you can't hide. Gonna find you and take it slowly. Ready or not, here I come, you can't hide. Gonna find you and make you want me. Ready or not, here I come, you can't hide. Gonna find you and take it slowly. Ready or not, here I come, you can't hide. Gonna find you and make you want me. You can't run away from these stars I got, oh baby. Hey baby, 'cause I got a lot, oh yeah. And anywhere you go, my whole crew gonna know, oh baby. Hey baby, you can't hide from Chicago. Ready or not, here I come, you can't hide. Gonna find you and take it slowly. Ready or not, here I come, you can't hide. Gonna find you.
Hey everyone, welcome back. Well, this is the first time I've done this sort of thing, commentating over the top of one of my races, but that's what we're going to do today. We're here for the Mackay Kart Club Whitsunday titles, held this Saturday at Mackay Kart Track. So this video is going to be on Sportsman Medium, that's the category I was racing in, just the highlights from the day. We were racing in a combined field with Sportsman Lights and Mediums, so I qualified 5th out of 16 karts overall, third in medium, but yeah, so what they did is they combined the fields, created for a bit of interesting racing, but yeah, we'll see how we go. Starting 5th on the grid here, green light. Probably didn't get the best start, let Cameron round my outside, down to 6th, so lost one position, but it's only the first heat, so it doesn't matter too much. Just going to follow him through and see what we can do. For now it's just keeping our nose clean, making sure nothing bad happens, keeping the card in one piece and just getting to the final. So skipping on to about lap 5 here, behind Morgan and Haber, down the inside at the last corner, get the move done, park it on the apex so that you can't get the run back at us, and then just run it narrow down the straight. Move it slightly back over for the first turn, and by now we're cleared him, we're all good, so we can continue on with our race. So 3 laps to go here, I believe, trying to get Cameron, dive it down the inside of the last corner. Probably a bit ambitious and didn't really get it stopped where I wanted it to, so Cameron got the under and over on me, so I had to sit there, bide my time for another lap. So good job by him to get the under and over on me. Probably didn't get it stopped quite enough and park it on the apex. But we're going to go for a move back down the inside here. Get it done, park it on the apex, hold it tight. I think he tried to come down my inside, but then, yeah, just held it. And that was pretty much the first race. Held it in 4th position, and that's where we finished. 4th overall and 2nd in Sportsman Medium. Heat 2 now, starting 5th again, qualifying position. Coming into turn 1, I did the same thing, let Cameron go around my outside, and also let Riley Lagarde go up my inside, so not the best start, went from 5th to 7th overall, but yeah, it's all good, just a heat. Sliding in, single file, bit of action up the front, yeah, sliding in behind Riley. I didn't actually get any GoPro footage for this race because my SD card, I've got to clear it before the race meet, and it filled up on the formation lap, but I did clear it after the race, so I've got all GoPro footage for the Heat 3 and final after that. So yeah, so I've just got outside footage for this race, sitting in behind Riley for now, biding our time, sort of seeing where he's strong, I'm strong, where he's weak. And yeah, coming on to about, I think it's lap 4 again this time. down the inside, park it on the apex, would have held him on the outside, and then he couldn't come back down the inside of me down Testro straight. That's us from up into 6th place, making up some lost ground from the start. Next up is Riley to try and get in, to try and close the gap up. So cutting on to about, I believe, lap 8 here. Setting up the move, going nice and deep, square the corner off, get a good exit, dive it down the inside, park it, and probably a little cheeky of me, but he chose to keep it on the outside, so yeah, I couldn't really see him by that time. I was pretty sure I cleared him, but yeah, he chose to keep it on the outside, so fair play. Carrying on, 5th position now. Trying to chase down Cameron Vassallo, didn't quite get him. There's Nicholas, he got 1st place in Sportsman medium in that race, but yeah, I think the front two had a bit of an interesting last 2 corners, so he managed to just get it back on track to keep it in front of us. So we finished that race 2nd overall. Heat 3, this one got a bit chaotic. Pretty good start this time. I learnt from my previous races. Didn't let Cameron go around the outside. Stuck it in there. Up into 4th now. And then Dylan got checked up behind Nicholas. I managed to sneak it down the inside. And that's up into 3rd place. Nicholas got down the inside of Ben. Then Ben got the under and over. Threw it up the inside. This sort of allowed me to get into it. I snuck it up the outside of Nicholas, but couldn't really do anything there. Trying to get the better exit. Couldn't quite keep up with the X30, but anywho. That's the end of the 1st lap. Pretty good start. Went from 5th to 3rd. Managed to clear most of the traffic. And I'll show a bit later on. It was pretty chaotic. Off the start, a fair few people got involved in incidents, so it was good to get out in front of that, get away from all that, and not get caught up in it. Carrying on with our race, stuck with these guys for the first couple of laps, trying to see if we can do anything. Nicholas gets the under and over on Ben. We're going to try and follow him through. Ben is a Sportsman light, so he's running 20 kilos lighter than me and Nick. So couldn't quite get him on the straight. Gave him a little bit of a tap through turn 1. Probably slowed down a bit more than I expected, but that's all good. Okay, here's a replay of the start. Dad was filming this one. I think he got a bit excited watching and didn't quite get us, but he does catch us for turn 3, I believe. So we'll be able to see some of the drama unfold behind us. Here we go. So I'm on the inside, got the inside of Dylan, and then pretty much everyone tried to follow me through. Dylan just got caught up on the outside. We made it through trouble-free, no problems. And that was a clean getaway for us. We just got away. So yeah, it was a pretty big field racing. It was good to have lots of numbers. I believe it was a total of 90 nominations in total for the race meet, so that's really good for the club. And made for a great day. Oh, there's Kyle Booth and Cameron Vassallo going off at turn 1. They were 3 wide with another competitor, so 3 wide into turn 1. You don't usually see that, but every time you do see it, it doesn't work. So yeah, that ended their races. They got stuck in the gravel trap. Unfortunate for them. But we carried on. A bit more trouble down here. I think 3 or 4 karts coming together down there. So yeah, definitely wasn't without its troubles. And also, I think it's a good thing I didn't overtake. I didn't see that yellow flag. So yellow flag, no overtaking allowed. So yeah, that's the end of the first 2 laps from the outside footage. Cutting later into the race, I pretty much just ran my own race. Didn't push too hard because I didn't want to ruin the tyres, wanted to keep them good for the final. And brought it home in 3rd place overall, 2nd in Sportsman medium, so not too bad, setting ourselves up good for the final. So here we are for the final, starting from 3rd overall on the grid, trying to follow Nicholas through here on the start. Couldn't quite do it. Ben managed to get it around the outside. Fair play to him, he managed to keep it, and I couldn't quite get in there. So third place for me off the start. Not too bad, but yeah, would have liked to get into second to separate those two. Ben's struggling on his cold tyres, and as a result I'm having to defend from the guys behind, so losing a lot of time to Nicholas, but nevertheless we carried on. Coming to the end of the first lap, had one of the Sportsman light guys that was doing the guard that was trying to come back through after a bit of an incident in Heat 3, so I just pointed him through, let off the throttle and let him have it. There's no point fighting him. Gave him a little bit of a love tap. There you go, doing. But yeah, no point fighting them, they're in a different category. So I'll let him go and carry on. Sort of just trying to get the tyres up to temperature. I don't think they were quite coming on these first sort of 2 or 3 laps. Struggling a little bit. But it is a longer race, 16 laps for the final, so no need to go out hard and fast at the start. And up the inside goes Morgan Haber. Couldn't quite keep up with the X30s on the straight today, but yeah, he gets a bit sideways into there. And then cutting to later in the race, I think this is about the lap 10 mark. I was trying to sort of keep with him, see where he's strong, see where he's weak, set up an overtake. But yeah, it's just trying to keep close. But just didn't quite have the same go out of the corners as them. Like, yeah, just there. Okay, it doesn't really have anything against it, but still tried to keep with him. We managed to come back at him a little bit towards the end of the race. I think we'll cut to that now. It was a bit more of a boring final. A lot of action all day through the heats, and then everyone sort of sorted themselves out for the final. Yeah, cutting onto the last lap now. Got a little bit closer. Was trying to get it done into the last corner. Couldn't quite get it down there. So we'll have to settle for 5th overall, 3rd in Sportsman medium. So probably would have definitely liked to get 2nd, but nevertheless still a good day of racing. Some hard racing throughout the field and a lot of fun. So there's the results for the day. Heat 1 2nd, Heat 2 2nd, Heat 3 2nd, and 3rd in the final. Unfortunately 3rd in the final. Would have liked to finish that off with 2nd. But yeah, showed pretty good pace for us all day. This is my first time doing this sort of thing, commentating off the videos. I hope it was interesting and gave a bit more insight into what's going on in the race, what I'm trying to do. But yeah, just thought I'd do something different. Been doing sort of the same thing, just doing the highlights of each race for a while now. But yeah, hope you've enjoyed. Please like and subscribe to the channel. It all helps. But yeah, it would definitely help if you could subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you can get notified whenever all new videos come out. So thanks for watching, guys.